This will be good. I haven't seen rootbie play yet this season, so this will be good. We got rootbie, the gold nod in the top right, versus UncleDJ is the blue nod in the bottom left. Both players moving their MCV. Fairly standard for top right player to deploy around this section. There he goes. UncleDJ meanwhile would deploy somewhere around here. This is nice. The reasoning for this, again, you can get nice ref placements. You can go here, you can crawl up to here, and you can get here. Meanwhile, rootbie has the option to get a ref here, even though this field isn't great, but it'll do. You can get 2 refs here and crawl down to this third one, or contest this. It's a lot of good options available to you. So we see the backwards ref coming out there for rootbie. DJ getting his ref down as well. A lot of flamers coming up. There's a second ref down, second ref down. So players pretty neck and neck in terms of their buildings. Yeah, and as you can see here, rootbie using the power plant to get a nice ref down the bottom. Like to see it. Interesting placement of the ref here from DJ. Might have liked it a tile lower, but it's not game breaking. Chase of the flamers. DJ gonna sneak some vision in here. Love to see it. Now with 3 refs up for both players, we expect to see strips. Ideally, rootbie wants to get his strip around here so he can start crawling towards the middle. DJ might be interested to do the same. What can be tempting is for players to use a series of silos either way and then put a turret on the end of it as part of a push. It can make a huge difference in nod mirror matchups on this map. But both players now just waiting for that strip. DJ's the first one to get it down. Nicely done. And shortly after, there's rootbie with his. DJ, interestingly enough, is putting it up here, perhaps to help with a crawl up towards this tip and this tip. Whereas rootbie we see is now pushing in with silos here. Could get a refinery position nicely, or go for the hand and nod and a couple of turrets. Looks like DJ's changed tact on seeing this and is starting to crawl in here as well. Seeing the racks go down. Reasons why players would put a racks down is because it's a lot more HP, or a lot more armor anyway, in terms of defending against attacks. So it's much more durable in a silo. Here we can see the turret goes down first for DJ, so nice defensive position. You ideally want to get the sell off on the turrets, so you get the 3 minigunners, if not the cash. It's usually very effective in these trades. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buggies against 6 buggies here. 2 turrets versus 1 turret. At the moment, rootbie is looking slightly ahead. Of course, the risky thing here is attacking into a production building like a strip. He's going to be quickly reinforced, so it can often be very hard to break. We'd perhaps like to see rootbie opt for his Conyard cell at this point and get a few bikes in the mix to deal with any turrets that DJ pops up. See the line of turrets in place. Feeding pretty secure, coming in with the minigunners. Both players still have their Conyard. Another turret gonna go down. Could go either way. Like, the biggest problem here is the minigunners do a lot of damage to these turrets, so you want a couple of flamers to reinforce it, like rootbie's doing here. It's pretty nice. DJ getting the turret down. Spin move from the buggy. Love to see it. Both players still have their Conyard. rootbie's crawling behind now, not actually opting to get up additional turrets. I do wonder if he's got a second strip in the back here. No, it doesn't look like it. He's going to get the turrets back down. And DJ now moving in a couple of buggies. These will help big time against turrets. Has just sold his Conyard around the same time as rootbie. So good awareness from both players in terms of when to actually trigger that. And at this point, rootbie's on the back burner. DJ floating 3k right now. Wouldn't mind seeing a few flamers or something coming out of this. It's a lot of cash to just be hoarding. rootbie getting a light tank up, be very effective against the buggies. a good back and forth. See the engineer from the CY Self and rootbie kicking in. And of course the NG going off here for this strip. DJ, absolute filth. And that's going to be pretty much game. DJ's going to take out. And let's just do a quick rewind to catch that capture. Sells off the CY. Engineer coming along. Coming up. Totally uncontested. Like, this was going to go either way until the capture right here. Was going to get the rep, but then said, nah, screw it, get the production building, much more valuable. GG. Dirty plays from DJ, but yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game.